and welcome back to another episode of the Boston Red Sox MLB 19 The Show franchise mode. Make sure to check out the website, vendettasportsmedia.com. Give me a follow on Twitter, at Trey Dalbert. Check out the website on Facebook, at Vendetta Sports, and let's get into it. We have 4 games to get to at the end of July against the New York Yankees. Here's game number 1. We called up Pedro Severino, having a really nice little stretch for us, hitting .286, 2 hits in this game. Sandy Leon went on the IL. It's very minor, only for a week. But Pedro Severino has done a really nice job for us. Chapman comes in, 5-3 game, bottom 9th. So what I'm going to do here is, I recorded these a while ago. I don't even remember what the hell happened, but I need to get these out. So I'm just going to talk about random shit. Alright? Number 1, having a lot of fantasy content on the website, of course. Do so. Check it out. vendettasportsmedia.com. We have gone over quarterback bus, running back bus, and wide receiver bus. So those articles are out, so I'm going to talk about them. Quarterback bus. Do not draft Tom Brady or Drew Brees. Just don't do it. Drafting one of those guys is a big, big mistake. Because here's what happens. Both of them had bad end of the years. Both of them will probably be good at the beginning of the year. That's not what you want. To win fantasy, you got to be on fire weeks 14, 15, and 16. Those are the playoff weeks. Those are the weeks you got to be good. The last 3, 4, 5 years, Tom Brady and Drew Brees have not been that good. And here's a couple reasons. 1, they're getting older, so they start to break down later in the year. Number 2, they probably have some kind of home field or the playoffs, or they're already secured. So there's no real sense of urgency for them to put up numbers because a lot of times they're already in the playoffs. Those are the big reasons. Just don't do it. I said the same thing last year. If you listen to me, bravo. If you didn't listen to me, maybe you'll listen to me this time. Another guy. I'm trying to think who's on that list. Mitch Trubisky sucks. Let's just be honest here. He's horrible. And I know he got away with the smoke and mirrors shit and Matt Nagy and, they really didn't call real NFL plays and they were fooling teams. And there's a reason why Pro Football Focus has him as the 34th ranked quarterback. That's right. They had him ranked 34th among quarterbacks. Mitch Trubisky. He's fucking terrible. Just don't draft him. There's no reason to. Chicago's not going to be what they were last year. Their defense is going to take a step back. Trubisky's just not a good quarterback. He's going to have to run his way to fantasy yards. He's really Blake Bortles 2.0. That's what you should be looking at Trubisky as. He's Blake Bortles. If you're comfortable starting Blake Bortles in fantasy, fine. I sure as hell am not. Another guy, Jared Goff. The Super Bowl hangover is a real thing. It's a very real thing. The Rams are not the team to beat. Look at this cheese. How many times is that motherfucker Giancarlo Stanton gonna make a great play against us? He's not getting to that ball in real life. He's just not. So the Yanks take game 1. They have been kicking our ass all year. God, I hate these motherfuckers. I hate them. Beardless, naked mole rat looking bums. Anyway, Jared Goff, he's not a good quarterback. Never has been. He's a product of Sean McVay. Now the Rams are going to have a very serious Super Bowl hangover Because I can tell you this right now, it's not going to happen in New England. It never does. Rams will take a step back. The Rams will not have the number 1 ranked offense in the year. Look at this. LeMahieu. Another thing I've been so right about. It's infuriating. So right about. Wanted him. He was the number 1 target. I wanted him. Of course, those cocksucker Yankees got him. Evaldi, not a good start here. Evaldi got roughed up a little bit. Overall, I've pitched well with him, though, so I can't really complain. Another guy who made the bust list, Marcus Mariota. There's 2 things about Marcus Mariota you need to know. Number 1 is that he sucks. It's just that simple. What did he throw? 12 touchdowns last year? Something like that? When he does play, he sucks. But the problem is he barely ever plays. So he not only sucks, he doesn't play either. He's always hurt. So there's no reason to draft Marcus Mariota. And let me say this. I should have said this at the beginning. I am not going to speak or write in terms of snake drafts. It's not going to happen. If you do a snake draft, you, my friend, are a loser. Listen, some people like playing checkers. I don't have much respect for those people. I like playing chess, okay? And if you're not doing auction-style fantasy drafts, I don't have any respect for you. I just don't. Here's what I have less respect for you. If you do PPR leagues, then I have even less respect for you. Buddy, do you get points in the NFL for a catch? No, you do not. Yardage makes a lot of sense because you're picking up yards. My league, it does 1 yard for every 0.1. So 0.1 for every yard. Touchdowns make sense because you're scoring. There's no other way that you should be able to score points. 2-point conversions. That's it. Field goals. That's it. Who the hell came up with this stupid PPR rule anyway? It's such trash. So when I speak in terms of fantasy on my articles, I don't give a fuck if you like snake drafts. And I do not give a fuck if you like PPR drafts. I am not going to reference you. I'm not going to talk about you. Okay? Just the end of story. So let's get into... Oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second. This guy, Dave Dombrowski. You see that finger? He's saying, get the fuck out of here. Because that's what I want him. Dave, get the fuck out of here. I want his ass fired. So bad. Nothing he has done has made any sense. If you've watched his franchise mode, we're cooking. He's not because he's dumb. Or he's washed up. Then we get into the game 2. Look at this cheese. First batter of the game. Sale. Chris Sale, Dunzo. Oh, 3 pitches into the game. Here comes Dallas Keuchel. So far, he's been good. And then that. Oh, yeah. Literally the first pitch that Keuchel comes in. Home run to LeMahieu. We are off to such a fantastic start here. I'm a little worried about Keuchel. Let me talk about him for a second. I have not pitched well with Keuchel. I know the ERA is low, but he's got base runners on all the time. Obviously, he's going to stick with the roster. I don't know if I'm going to have him on the playoff roster. That remains to be seen. Remember, we still have Marcus Stroman. Might call him up. And, yeah, this was just an overall ass beating. Jordan Montgomery fooling us. Then it was J.A. Happ. And I couldn't hit J.A. Happ. I don't know what the hell was happening. Like I said, the Yankees have been kicking our ass all year. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I think come playoff time, I'll be okay. It's just they have been kicking our ass all year. God. Let me get back to fantasy. Fantasy running back bus. Okay. I know you're going to get mad at me. You're going to get mad at me. I don't care. Saquon Barkley is not going to finish as the number one running back in fantasy. He's not going to do it. Here's the number one reason why. He plays for the New York Giants. Do not overdraft a player, or I should say, do not overdraft a running back on a bad team. We all think, oh, well, the Giants were bad last year. The Giants were competitive last year. The Giants won 5 games, and in 8 of the 11 losses, they lost by 1 possession. They were competitive last year. Granted, not a good team, but they were competitive. Okay? This Giants team will not be competitive. Eli Manning's another year older. Look at this Pedro Severino home run. I can't believe how well I've been playing with him. He's making me really think about if I want him on the roster instead. Back to fantasy. The Giants are not going to be competitive this year. Name a receiver on their roster. Golden Tate. Oh, well, he's suspended. No more Odell Beckham. Corey Coleman, torn ACL. It's bad. I mean, it's just bad. It's really bad. So I know we want to all sit here and say how Saquon Barkley's this can't-miss guy and how talented he is. Number one issue I have with him is he runs backwards all the time. He led the NFL in negative runs. 23% of his carries went for no game or backwards. It's not okay. Never has been. So I'm very down. Very down on Saquon. Not very down. He's just not the first pick in the draft. Zeke Elliott is better than him. I'd rather have Christian McCaffrey. I'd rather have Alvin Kamara. Wouldn't be surprised if Dalvin Cook's better. I'm just saying. But let me get into the calendar here. The Severino and Price game, I'll show a lot of it. I will show all 4 of the games. At least parts of the games. Here's the standings. 5.5 game lead on New York. Again, as you saw, we are in the 27th day of July. Twins big lead on the Indians. Astros, insurmountable lead on whatever this trash AL West is. There's the wild card. Yankees, Indians. Again, feel free to pause the screen if I'm going too fast. Braves, Cubs, and then obviously the Los Angeles Dodgers. Weird, too, because Rockies Diamondbacks not going to make the playoffs in real life, yet here they are. Here they are. We're going to go over, feel free, again, pause the screen. I didn't want to show every trade, but I'm going to show you the transactions. So this is what happened. These are the trades that would be made. Pause the screen. I try to make one trade go through every single day. Because I want the other teams to get better too. I want this to be challenging. I don't want just me making trades and then the rest of the league sits on their ass. I want everybody to improve. So, we make one trade to go through every day. I cancel out the bad ones. There's a lot of horrible trades that try to go through in this game. I don't let them go through. Machado to the Braves. Interesting, right? So, yeah. I want all the teams to get better. I guess I shouldn't have said that we got Stroman. But, yeah, we did. We got Stroman. And I sent him down to AAA. Because he's having a horrible year in this game. Just horrendous year in this game. So, these are all the trades. Basically stole Aaron Sanchez and then kept swapping him out and Lucchesi and yeah. So, feel free. Pause the screen if you need to. Yankees got better. Avisail Garcia. Remember we played the White Sox? He's been killing us. Bad. The White Sox are a train wreck. The Blue Jays, god awful. One thing, our AAA team, all of a sudden, our AAA team would beat a lot of the majors. This is what normally happens. I just build on depth way too much. You just never know what kind of injuries you're gonna get. There's Pedro Severino. He comes up, boom. It's always like to have a lot of depth, just the way it is. All right, they can get mad at me all they want, being stuck in AAA. I want the best team possible. I want to win the championship in AAA and in AA. Just who I am. So we're showing you the lineup, all the stats. Just want to give you guys a quick update. I'm not going to make any trades at the trade deadline. I might make a couple August trades, which are still allowed in this game. Yes, I checked. I might make a couple August trades if I suffer an injury, which, I mean, I'm already loaded depth-wise. Maybe I'll make a, you see Chris Sale's fine. Leon comes off the DL. But, might make a couple August trades, but this is the team. I still want Roman Quinn on the big league roster somehow. I really do. Chris Shaw, picked up from the Giants. Franmil Reyes, picked up from the Padres. Pablo Reyes is a nice little utility guy to build around. So I like some of the depth that we have. Those were his numbers with the Padres. Obviously having a much better year in real life. He's got like 20, 25 some jacks in real life. At least he did at the deadline. Look, not much of a defender, but he can hit. Chris Shaw, 14 bombs. He's having a horrible year in real life. But he's from Massachusetts, so we can keep him in AAA, and he's not going to get angry at us. Yeah. There's the team. Just want to show you our overall roster, how everybody's doing. You know, these rebuilds, they don't really show you everybody. They kind of just gloss over things. I don't want to do that. Now that I'm seeing a name on this team, I did make a trade at the deadline. I lied. Yes, I lied. But yeah, this is the team. Chris Sale, monster season. David Price, good season. Eduardo, good season. Wheeler's been great. Another thing. Cashner. What the fuck was that? What a horrible decision. Wheeler should have been the guy to trade for. By the way, Zach Wheeler's been money the last 3-4 starts. He's going to have a big second half. Big reason why the Mets are on fire. Fucking Mets are on fire. Zach Wheeler, big reason why. How about this AAA rotation? Can you imagine this AAA rotation? I might call up Gio Gonzalez. I really might. Dallas Keuchel, he's going to stay on the roster, obviously, but does he make the playoff roster? Oh, another thing. Before I forget. I don't know which game I want to do next. Should I do a Madden franchise? Should I do a FIFA franchise? Should I do a 2K franchise? Maybe there's a game out. I really don't know of any that I would want to play right now. Is there a game out that I should do a Let's Play series? Maybe I will do that for Grand Theft Auto. That would be interesting. So let me know. There's another game you want to see. I'm leaning towards Madden, but FIFA has been gaining a lot of ground on me. FIFA is my favorite game to play. But overall, I would say I'm best skill-wise at Madden. I didn't show you the draft either. These are the guys I drafted. So, I think it turned out pretty well. Didn't hit any A's. Got a lot of B's, though. A lot of B's, some C's at the back end. Thought it was a decent little draft. Should do the standings. Yeah, that's about it. Another couple fantasy notes and we'll wrap it up here. Melvin Gordon, extremely nervous about. Statistically, the Chargers' offense is more productive when Austin Eckler's on the field. Just is. It's a fact. Just an absolute fact. Couple wide receivers I don't like Alshon Jeffrey this year. Nothing against Alshon Jeffrey, but Carson Wentz liked Zach Ertz. Nick Foles liked Alshon Jeffrey. So, be prepared. More fantasy articles to come with. Let me know what game I should play next. It's pissing me off because the Red Sox aren't doing as well. Very obvious reasons. Dombrowski's an asshole. But let me know what game's next. Thank you for the continued support, and we will see you next time.